faster because we be tired of y'all shit, honestly. Like, after enough pain and heartache, after enough telling y'all what we need, we tired. It's nothing more that we can say, so it's time to go. It's time to say bye-bye.
Women give up faster, and it's because guys don't keep the same pace. Y'all start off real strong, and you get weak. Y'all take us for granted, and y'all stop spending, like, quality time with us. We just get fed up.
Okay, so honestly, for me, I feel like it depends on the situation. I feel like at the end of the day, women give up on a relationship because they feel like their man isn't bringing what they need to the table, while men are forced to give up. Because half of the time, it's because their woman walks away from the relationship that they tend to walk away. Because they know that at the end of the day, they have a quality woman sitting in front of them. And so they're not going to say, hey, I'm over this. The only time I feel like a man actually leaves is if he starts feeling himself. Maybe he got a new job, and he's starting to feel like he's above this woman. But that rarely happens. Most of the time, the woman will give up first because she's tired. And that's what that is.
We like to keep our options open. You know what I'm saying? We like to explore. Like, a lot of women come up short in a lot of aspects. So we like to, you know what I'm saying, make sure we got this whole person and like 3-4 people. You know what I'm saying? So unless you come and you know what I'm saying, you fulfill our needs and you understanding and you compromising. A lot of women not compromising. And that'd be a problem with men. We want you know what I'm saying, work with me. You know what I'm saying? Don't work against me. Don't let me be, don't make me be what you want me to be. Let me be me, and then I can better myself with you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's why men run away from relationships, because women make us. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I think that men give up faster, but women leave quicker, because men will be over it, but they'll stay and they'll cheat or they'll go do other stuff instead of actually leaving the relationship. Women will be over and actually leave. Like, how many times have you heard somebody be like, oh, a man broke up with a woman? Usually women leave first, even if a man is already kind of checked out before then.
I would say that men give up faster. And the reason men give up faster is because oftentimes when we get into these relationships, right, y'all will sell us a certain type of behavior in the dating stage, honeymoon stage, things of that nature. Like, when you're trying to earn your spot, you'll show us certain capabilities, certain traits to make us say, you know what? That would be a great partner for me, right? And then when we actually make you that partner, you guys begin to slack. So that's what makes us be like, well, damn, we got finesse, we got manipulated. So that's what's going to make us check out. It would be different if you guys didn't show us those traits and we got into it, and then we could tie it to, you know what, maybe that's just not in her or whatever. That's not her. I can't really hold that against her. But the thing is that when y'all get into relationships or y'all get that title that y'all sought after so heavily, y'all become complacent. And
so
that causes us to check out.
You gonna blame us because you moved too fast? Because you didn't really check out the woman that you should have checked out? You just fell in love with her looks. You fell in love with the woman that you wanted to be. You fell in love with somebody like your mother, you know, because a lot of men do try to fall in love with their mother. So you blaming us because 5 years down the line you realize that I should have looked deeper into this woman besides her exterior?
I would say hell no. And the reason is because I feel like men vet women way better than y'all vet us, right? But the difference is that we know you're capable of giving me top flight effort. You're just choosing not to. You're slacking. You get lazy. So it's like it's in you. You're just not applying yourself. And that's what causes us to be, you know, a bit taken aback, a bit, befuddled, bamboozled, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that you're capable, but you're just not giving it. And that's why I want to get into, like, why is that? Like, why do y'all false advertise and then just fall off a cliff when we get in a relationship? You want to speak to that?
False advertise.
When we say leave, are we saying leave physically, or are we saying leave mentally?
I think women give up mentally
faster than men?
Yeah.
I disagree. Here's why. I think men leave mentally faster because we don't like to communicate our problems or what we have going on with the women. And with doing that, we start to mentally go find it somewhere else and entertain other options, which in case leads us to leaving you mentally first. We just don't say, hey, we're done. We just wait for you to say, hey, nah, I'm done. And we're like, okay, cool. I already found something else anyway. But let me go ahead and cry, act like I'm crying, and let you go.
I'll disagree. I disagree because you guys already changed to get in the relationship.
Yes, we do.
So when a woman is telling you, you need to work on these things, you're going to try and work on it because you know it's trash out there in the streets. That's why you committed.
Yeah, but us men aren't giving you that chance. We ain't telling you what you're messing up on. We just can go find it somewhere else.
You know why it look like women give up first? You want to know why? Because us men, we put all this work in to please you, right? You'll start complaining about some bullshit that's little to the man. And since you want to stand so firm on your square, you'll push that man to doing what he want to do. Now, he'll stay there for you because he love you and wait for you to leave to save your feelings. That's what men do. So it looked like y'all done gave up and we didn't gave up. Nah, we tried everything we could possibly do. And you're like, you know what? When I get out here in this world, I'm going to still be looked at like I'm the G. But if we left y'all would be destroyed. Y'all first thought going to be, damn, what did I do wrong? Tell me that ain't a woman's thoughts.
That's the thing. You men, y'all give yourselves too much credit. Y'all have to understand, like, women nowadays, we ain't with that foolishness. I will leave you in a quick heartbeat and I will go and get myself together and you gonna be the one scrolling through my IG like, dang, this girl out here really doing all the things she said that she wanted to accomplish.
That's true.
Y'all giving yourselves too much credit now.
But you'll still be single.
But I promise I can bounce back.
I actually do agree with you though.
Okay.
I think that men leave relationships faster than women, and I think the reason is because a lot of times men feel undervalued or underappreciated, and sometimes that's rightfully so, especially in marriages, coming from like a marriage standpoint because I was married. So I think that a lot of times men feel unappreciated, so they leave or they tap out faster.
What did you do to that man?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
We're not talking about my marriage. We're talking about the question at hand. Thank you.
Leave that alone. We're gonna leave that alone, okay?
Men give women a lot of grace and a lot of patience, and women don't give that to us. So women leave first, but men work their ass off so y'all don't leave us. And so once we are fed up and once we are tired of y'all not living up to what y'all originally said y'all would do, then we start acting insubordinate, then we start checking out, then we start doing things that we previously wasn't doing to keep you happy because we've brought it up several times more than likely to make these changes and nothing ever happened. So then, we start falling back
really what
back to
happens,
daisical, and then we dip.
I don't feel like that's really what happens.
We let you do it.
One, y'all are not working y'all ass off to keep us happy.
Shit.
That's a stretch.
That's a lie.
That was a stretch.
That's a lie.
Two,
That means you
saying
ain't had nobody that really liked you.
I didn't say I don't have that. I'm just saying for y'all to say that y'all are working y'all's ass off.
Men that want to be in a relationship are going to work their ass off to make sure that relationship doesn't fail. Because if that relationship fails, more than likely, even if it was your fault, it's going to fall back on who? The man.
But
so
are y'all
we don't want none of that to
though?
happen.
But are you communicating though?
Yes.
Because you're saying, all of a sudden we're not doing everything that we were doing in the first place. Like, are you actually communicating and having dialogue about it?
And a lot of times,
or are you
men
just checking out?
Are
and cheating?
communicating, but women do not listen, and that's another point that we got to get to later on down the line.
I don't want to call it a false advertisement. I don't like that word. I think at the end of the day, the men, you guys have y'all the choosers. Like y'all have way more free reign to choose. So if you chose me, it was for a damn good reason. Like you had all these beautiful women, all these successful women, especially in this day of age. Women are just top tier. So if you chose me, you made that conscious decision. There was nothing that I could have sold you. There was nothing that I could have did. There was no meal that I could have cooked. There was nothing that I could have did to make me your wife. Like, so I feel like when you say false advertisement, I just feel like it's another word for that can be used. That's a stretch to me.
I think I used the exact right word. And the reason being is because, again, like I said prior to, you guys showed you're capable, right? So just examples. Let's just use some examples. I'm a big analogy guy, right?
Okay.
So like when y'all are in relationships or dating, honeymoon stage, things of that nature, especially like y'all all want a highly desirable man. Let's just put it out there, right? Y'all want a man that's making decent money, a man that's a certain height, a man that all the rest of the women want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like to get that man, y'all have to compete for him. That's just the reality of the situation. Like whether or not you see it that way, that's what reality is.
I can agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that when y'all are competing for said man, y'all go above and beyond, right?
Okay.
Example, right? It's like when you apply for a job that you may not be all the way qualified for. You know how people like lie on resumes, things of that nature,
Right.
just to get the job?
Right.
Y'all do something similar to that. You know what I'm saying? So let's just use the example, right? Let's say you're a computer engineer. Or you say you're a computer engineer on your resume. I want to apply for this job. Computer engineer job paying $150,000. It's like, damn, I'm gonna say what I gotta say to get this job. So when I go in the interview and they ask you, hey, what's your experience in coding? What's your experience in C+, things of that nature? You're gonna say what you gotta say. Oh yeah, I'm way experienced. I got 10 years, decade plus experience. I work for this company, that company.
You're gonna
this
sell
company.
yourself.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just so you can get the job.
Right.
Knowing that you don't have the qualifications to maintain said job. Women do the same thing in relationships, right? So again, this highly desirable man, you know that you're competing with, on average, I say, I was single, about 10, 9, 10, something like that. It's about 9 or 10 that you were competing with. If we, just honest. That's not bragging. That's honest. So you do what you got to do to get the spot. And then when we give you the spot, because you've shown over an extended period of time that you're capable of doing all of these traits that you know we like, because we've told you we liked it and we've rewarded you for giving it to us.
But
and then you fall off.
When we get in a relationship, we expect for you to understand what we like and dislike. And y'all start doing that, and then all of a sudden y'all start backing out of the things that we liked at first. Y'all start getting complacent, like we always say. And then instead of us communicating, hey, you're not doing what you were doing, we go find somebody else that is going to start doing that. So we didn't left mentally. We just waiting for you to leave mentally. And y'all don't leave mentally that fast. Y'all give us 16 chances. What man going to give a woman 16 chances?
No, I think it's about 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3.
Okay, what man's going to give a woman 2 or 3 times?
You guys are giving us 2 or 3 times. Because if a woman tries to leave, you're going to try your hardest.
No, we're not. What are we going to do?
To make it right.
What actions are we going to try to do to make it right?
Whatever she said, you're going to try to make it right. And you're going to keep trying because you know it's trash out there in the streets.
But see,
you know why you gave up the single life.
But y'all are giving us a chance. You're giving us a chance. When you do wrong, we're not going to give you a chance to make it up. We're going to go out and fix it by go hit something else or go cheat like you did and do it way worse than you did.
No, I think that's where the 80-20 is. You say, you know what, I'm going to work with her because at least she's not out in the streets. Overall, she's a great woman. That's why I chose her. No. Therefore, I'm going to give her a chance to fix this.
I chose you because I believe you weren't going to do me wrong. In the end, us men believe that the woman we choose is not going to do us wrong. See, a lot of women come into a relationship already understand that their man might do them wrong. They might do something wrong to them. Us men, when we get in a relationship with a woman, we believe that she's not going to do us wrong ever. She can't do no wrong.
I disagree. I don't go into a relationship thinking that the guy's going to do me wrong or cheat.
You might be the first woman on earth I've ever heard of saying that.
Finding a man, that's not the hard part.
That ain't the hard part. It's
Men come a plenty.
man. Yeah, you're right.
They come a plenty.
Plenty.
That's not difficult.
But when you searching for the goddamn great man, it's like a needle in a haystack finding me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can find any man anywhere, but you might get one that cheat on you, verbally abuse you, physically abuse you. Yeah, that's nonchalant, that don't care nothing about your feelings. It's hard to find the greatest man on earth in that needle in the haystack while you want to be boss lady and all these type of things. Yeah, go chase your career. That's good, right? You chasing your career, and you losing the man of your dreams.
So you saying that a woman who is high end in her career can't get the man of her dreams?
No. You know why? That money,
I don't think you know what you're saying.
No. You know why? Y'all don't think about this, but us men do. That money and that career has put a lot of holes in you. You got a lot of shit to protect, right?
Okay.
Everybody out here opportunists. That's just what it is. And that's what y'all think about.
And you men should be embarrassed. So
that's
y'all saying y'all out
women
here.
Women did it first, right?
So basically, a woman who's making that bank, basically, you now looking at her like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use this woman based off of what she's doing.
A lot of people are bums. We gonna keep it a buck on here. A lot of people are bums. That's men included. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not thinking about protecting your ends, baby, look. Them funds that you didn't build, that successful $500,000 business you didn't build, but when he leave, he need that.
No. Because first of all, you signed a prenup that says everything I walked up in here with is gonna still be mine when it's all said and done.
I think some of the signs are he's uninterested. He's spending more time with his friends. He's dry texting you. He wants nothing to do with you, really. Like, he's showing you that he really not there. He there, but he's not there.
I mean, I agree with that. I feel like, when he like take all day, he take longer to text you than usual, and then he be dry with the text, you know what I'm saying? Or like when he just like he forget to tell you he got this plan, you know what I'm saying? He had this whole day planned already, and then you want to do something, and then he be like, oh, I'm finna go out with what's the name? Or I'm finna do this, you know what I'm saying? Like usually he'll tell you, oh, what are we doing later? I'm doing this later. Or what, you know what I'm saying? He'll just start making his own plans and shit like that.
You're no longer a priority.
Yeah, I guess like, I mean, I still think men will make a woman priority, but he'll just do stuff different. He'll just work around like spending time with you, or just being intimate with you, or just, you know what I'm saying, just having a conversation with you. Everything's short, you know what I'm saying? Everything is cool too. Usually he'll be mad that you ain't cook, but he walk in the door, you ain't got no food made. He be like, oh, okay, that's a bet.
It's cool, yep. That's
a bet. Well, I'm finna go get me something to eat. Not even ask you what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Women are not good listeners in relationships. They say they are, but they're not really good listeners.
But are y'all communicating? I think on average, I've never heard the average man really communicating their needs. It's like, oh, it's always tied to sex. Y'all never talk about any other needs y'all have outside of, oh, I want to have sex on a consistent basis. It's never, oh, you're not meeting this other need, or you're not meeting this. Is, oh, we went from having sex 5 days a week, 2 weeks, so
now sometimes
I'm about to go cheat. Like, y'all not talking about a real
It's needs such as like opening up to y'all. Sometimes we can't open up to y'all because y'all don't create that environment. Y'all can come to us all day and tell us about your feelings, tell you how you feel. We did this wrong, we did that wrong, and y'all expect us to fix it. But the moment we do it, then it's a problem. Then we have an argument. We can't even get into what we really supposed to be arguing about because we start arguing about something else a lot of times. So men just give up and like, fuck it.
I don't think that's
want to argue.
true. I think that y'all have points that aren't necessarily valid. When somebody comes back at you with facts, all of a sudden it's arguing.
Hold on.
Just because you have a concern and someone says, I have a counter argument to that, doesn't mean we're not listening to you.
Yes, it does.
But if we don't agree, then we don't agree. But that doesn't mean we don't listen.
But we haven't even addressed it. So yes, you're not listening because we haven't even addressed the point. You flip it off on something else.
It's not a flip. It's an alley-oop. Like, okay, I'm going to add this to what you said.
You can't do that.
It's an alley-oop.
But when
it's like, well, we're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
But when it's flipped, you want us to sit down. You want us our undivided attention. You want our phone down. You want the game off. You don't want us talking to the boys for an hour.
So what women really not listening to y'all?
Almost all of y'all. 97%.
That's cap.
97% of women.
What are y'all not doing? Because I just hear you saying, what are women not doing? Like, we didn't uphold our part of the deal, basically. You think y'all be upholding your part of the deal?
Definitely. And the reason being, I'm going to go right back to the example that I just gave, right? Fact is that when you dating the highly desirable man, he probably not giving as much effort as you think he is because he's highly desirable. Right? If we're going to keep it G, like if most women, right, when you dating this man or when you texting this man or courting this man, if you really think back to it, honestly, which most of y'all do after the relationship over, if you really think back to like, damn, how many text messages did he initiate? How many dates did he actually plan? Wait, he didn't do many. It was me doing all that. It was me initiating the text. It was me planning the dates, right? So when that man gets into the relationship, he's just moving status quo. But because you liked him a lot, you tricked yourself into believing that he was giving equal effort. He never was. But again, so when that man gets into the relationship, I'm not doing anything different. I'm showing up. I'm giving you half-ass effort, the same half-ass effort that I was giving you before I made you my girl.
See, and maybe...
So I didn't change. You did. And let's get to why.
I mean, maybe I look at it like that because for me, I don't accept the bare minimum. So I need you to give your all before I walk down the aisle, because I'm not walking down the aisle with a half-ass situation.
I'm going to start respecting you when I've checked out. I'm not respecting you. I'm not cooking. There's no intimacy at all. Don't touch me. Don't even look at me.
I didn't do it. Damn. I ain't even looking at you. I get you. I hear you. I'm sorry for what he did.
Because now I'm mad at myself that I put up with your bull crap.
You put up with it. Exactly. For a man, when he leaves mentally, he's going to start going out more with his boys. He's going to start hanging out late. He ain't going to answer the texts or calls like you want him to. Whenever he comes home, he ain't going to worry about if you cooked or not. He don't care. He ain't looking to spend quality time with you. He's going to go upstairs to the room. Even if he don't play games, he's going to buy a damn PlayStation or Xbox and go play games just because he doesn't have to be around you. And for you to understand, hey, I'm already going this. I'm just waiting for her to say, hey, we need to end this.
I think it's the same for women. That time that's not accounted for. You know, most of the time, like maybe we'll say no to our homegirls. But now I'm going out with my homegirls and I'm staying late. So you like, she's never done this. This is a curveball.
Yep. And that's why I'm gonna leave the house too. Well, I'll just bring somebody.
But you
to the house.
y'all gonna go sit in the truck.
Wait for you to come home and see this girl at the house, and y'all can start fighting.
No,
like,
you
oh,
know
damn,
what y'all gonna do? You gonna come home, see she ain't home, go back to the truck, go park down the street, let her come home, and then you gonna walk in right behind her like you came in after her.
Damn.
Cause of ego.
Yeah.
Cause of ego.
We do have ego, but that'll be the last time you do that.
We want it to be the last time because we sick of y'all.
No, that'll be the last time. Because I'm going to do it 10 times worse than that. You just doing it to make me mad. I'm going to do it to get me some ass, hit all these other chicks, and really, really make you emotionally
Well, you can get your
upset
ass, and then you going to go cry.
If I'm at a certain level, I'm looking for a man at my level or higher.
Okay, let me tell you about that too.
So,
see, that's why you got the problem. And see that I'm glad you're sitting here. You know what I'm saying? Me. When you at that tier and you looking for a man of that tier, what's the likelihood of that tier of man being single, wanting to date you, and not being overly, let's say overly masculine? He just like, oh, it's my way or the highway. Because now that you by yourself, you single, you up there too, you done became a lion yourself. So it's your way or the highway.
let me tell you what.
You would never have
Let me tell y'all the problem with you black men. Y'all be thinking y'all the only option. Baby, I can go date an Indian, a Hispanic, a white man. Y'all not the only options out here who think y'all doing well for yourself, and that's the problem.
You know what's the problem with
y'all done put yourselves on a pedestal when it comes to black women, and y'all need to bring it on down because we have gotten to start dating outside our race. Okay?
That's true.
And finding a white man, You're not.
You know what? Hey, you know why y'all do that? Y'all do that and go make it look pretty, right?
And we having a time of our lives.
You is. But the moment all that glamour run out, that feel ain't there, that culture ain't there, that hug ain't there, that hawking figure of a black man ain't there. So you know what y'all do?
Please.
Y'all stay with this good. He may be a good man, but he ain't giving you that feel.
Again.
My family don't look at him the same. He don't look right in pictures with me. I need to leave. And that's what y'all do.
And
so, Oh.
I'm telling y'all black men, y'all need to bring yourselves down a notch. And I feel like that'll help things out.
Nah, that's big. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of people, they catch like little characteristics, and they be like, "Oh, this is the perfect person for me. This is my guy. This is my girl, cause she or he can do this." But you really don't even know that person. You don't even know how this person acts. You don't even know how they mind work. A lot of people just they want to see what they want to see, but they don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying, really see people for who they are. They don't want to accept the bad, the good, and the ugly in people. You know what I'm saying? They just want to see the good and just stick right there and just be like, oh, this is it right here. This is how it go and shit like that. But they don't really want to learn somebody, understand somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because people crazy.
People are crazy.
People wild as hell. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's important to see everybody in every season.
Facts.
I need to see all seasons of you before I commit to you, because people change and you might be one way in summer and different in winter. So I need to see you from every season.
Right.
I need to see how you treat your mother. I need to see if you're a father, what type of father you are, what type of friend you are, because all of that matters. And I think a lot of times women and men, because you need to do the same thing for women too. We're different in different seasons as well, if we're being honest.
That's a fact.
Okay, that's fine. I said it was true.
Okay.
I think that's important.
The only thing that I've heard y'all say this entire night is y'all's main complaint is cooking and sex. That's it. I have never heard any real deep complaint outside of y'all don't cook and y'all don't have sex.
A lot of women aren't there for us emotionally.
Are y'all there for yourselves emotionally? Are y'all going to therapy, or y'all expect us to be y'all sounding board while also doing everything else we do?
We gotta be y'all protecting provider. Some people got kids, some people got families. We holding all this stuff up, and we gotta hold y'all up and hear y'all complaints all the time.
That's not true, because we're going to therapy. We're going to therapy and having emotional outlets. Like the average woman is not. We're not relying on our man to be our sole emotional soundboard.
I disagree with that, because y'all will come home every day with a new problem. Y'all would have a soap opera. We got details from your friend and coworker from 2 weeks ago. I
respectfully disagree.
And you know I'm telling the truth. We know about y'all whole work history with everybody.
And we know about your work history.
No,
yes, we do.
Like, it's cool. It was all right.
That's not true. I feel like some men, we know y'all's coworkers. We know who y'all talk to today. We know who y'all don't like at work. Why do we know that? It's the same thing.
For the women that choose to pay attention.
Not for the women that choose to pay attention.
Because y'all don't pay attention. A lot of women listen to respond. They don't listen to hear. They just be ready to flip, because immediately the moment a man tells you that you're wrong in something or someone that you can improve, you immediately internalize it and feel like it's an attack on y'all. Because y'all feel like y'all are so perfect. Women are so perfect. No, they can never do no wrong.
I don't think that's true. I think the issue is that I feel like a lot of times when men do have complaints, it's like y'all's complaints are so trivial and y'all are not paying attention to how you're contributing to the relationship. Like it's always like, oh, I have all these concerns, and it's like, well, what are you doing to even address the issues in our relationship before you come at me with your grievances in the relationship?
But why does that matter if I'm giving you something?
Does matter.
We have to understand and go through what I first presented first before we start going deeper into other stuff. And that's what happens a lot of times. Our feelings get swept under the rug, and then we go back to you and try to cater to your feelings. And so now our feelings are being put on the back burner.
I don't think it's necessarily...
it comes to a time where we just say, fuck it.
I just feel like the why women would leave is because a man stopped being the man that I thought you were. You stopped being thoughtful. You stopped buying me random gifts. You stopped, just complimenting me. We don't, and the thing is, we really don't ask for much. Like, we want to be complimented. We want, little flowers here and there, maybe a little bag, little shoes when I come home. Every now and then, we want some good sex, And what else? We want our car washed and clean,
Okay, keep going.
We want you to be a good father, a good provider.
Okay, keep going.
We want you to take care of the yard work, groom yourself, keep yourself up.
That's 12. What I'm at? 12.
I'm not at 12. I am not. 12, that's not 13, a lot of things I'm asking for. But compared to what a woman is expected to do, that is not a lot. That is literally the smallest things I'm asking for, and just to continue to love me and just to be kind to me, Right. And I feel like that when a man stops being kind and when you stop loving, I'm out the door. I'm out the door.
Okay, so you use the word that I kind of take issue with. You said women expected to do.
Absolutely.
Let's get into what a woman is expected to do that man is not doing himself, if we're going to be honest.
Can you put that in another context?
Okay, I'll gladly. The expectation when we're dating a woman, right? Like, let's speak to like gender roles and things of that nature.
Okay.
Right? We can talk traditionally about what a woman was supposed to do, right? Oh, she cooks, she cleans, she take care of the house, raise the kids, blah, 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 all of that, right? But in this era, if we're going to be honest, this is more of a 50-50 era compared to how it was. Y'all working, y'all making money too, but the man is sharing in those duties, right? So what is that man, let me rephrase. What are you doing in the relationship that man is not doing?
I'm taking care of home. I'm being a wife. I'm working, because a lot of these new age men these days expect us to still take care of home and work. Let's not forget that part right there. So I am working. I'm taking care of our children. I am pushing out our children. Like, what do you mean? I am doing a lot. I'm now disfiguring my body. I am now disfiguring my mental health for your children. So it is a lot that a woman is doing that y'all don't understand. And that's why it's like we don't ask a lot. And it's like when y'all fail to realize that and fail to comply to that, that's why I feel like women, it's like we might stay longer, but when it comes down to when us being done, we're done. We are out the door. If you ever seen a woman that's fed up, you know that once she's mentally gone, we leave mentally. I mean, we leave. I'm gonna just say when we leave mentally, that's pretty much it. It's no turning back. It's nothing that you can say or do.
Like I said before, I think the main reason men stay, at first I said it was to protect the woman's ego, but I think it's to protect our ego. Because I think a lot of men don't want to be the first ones, even if you go back to your homeboys or your family, say, "Oh, I left." Because that's unheard of for a man to say, "Hey, I'm leaving a relationship." It's more easier to hear it from a woman saying, "Oh yeah, I left the relationship. Okay, everybody let it go, whatever it is." But if a man come out and say, "Oh, I left the relationship," what? You left her? Why? What? So instead, we're just trying to protect our ego and just let it go.
What are the signs? Oh shit, us men, man, we gonna step out, we gonna cheat. First, well, let me back up. We're not going to cheat at first. We just going to be like unresponsive. We're not going to be responsive to anything she want to do and all that. All because we want her to change something, just a little thing. Because we change so much to be with you women. Y'all don't understand.
But who asked you?
You're not asking your man to. So if your man just on these hoes when you meet him.
No, that's different. Because, okay, what y'all don't understand is women, we talk to a lot of guys too.
That's true.
And yeah, I feel like y'all be thinking, oh, we met this one man and he's the only option. No, honey. If I go show you my text messages and the people who be texting my phone, it's not just one person. Y'all need to understand that. So we giving up that side the same way. But I think when y'all talk about changing, you make it, I'm talking about personality wise, like who you are as a person. You having hoes, that should not be your personality.
No, I just think that people need to take more time and really just understanding a person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel you on that all season stuff. Like, you need to see how somebody act when they mad, you know what I'm saying? Like, have an argument with somebody, then see how they respond and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll be a super ugly person, say shit that you never thought they'd say, you know what I'm saying? Because you thought they were this sweet and innocent person, you know what I'm saying? And then when they face gets turning red, they get acting like a whole demon and you don't know about it. So I feel like you just need to understand really what your partner got going on.
Right.
If you take the situation serious.
Right.
If you just knocking it down, then you don't gotta worry about it.
I don't think it's necessarily y'all's feelings get put on the back burner. I think more so some of the concerns that do come up for men in relationships.
Aren't important to you?
No, that's not what I'm going to say. I was actually going to say I feel like certain situations or complaints that come up for men in relationships usually are tied back to something that we feel that we're not doing. So you could complain about, oh, we're not having enough sex. And then a woman might say, oh, well, that's because I'm overworked or I'm this, and this. So it's usually tied to something else in the relationship.
Okay, perfect.
So that's how that comes up in the conversation. So it's not disregarding your feelings. It's like, well, you complaining about not cooking, but it's like, I'm not cooking because I'm working 12 hours a day.
Okay, so if you want to be taken on a date, you want to still be romantic. After we work long hours too, we supposed to just say, okay, we was busy and we had a long day?
What?
No, it doesn't work that way.
That's not the same thing.
Yes, it is.
That is not the same thing.
It is very similar. I'm telling you what I need from you, and you aren't providing it because you're too tired or you work long hours.
That's a big deal, though. Like, you want somebody to physically be in the mood to have sex. Going out to eat with somebody and going on a date after work versus being like, oh, I'm in the mood to have sex with this man after I've worked 12 hours a day and got the kids in bed are two different asks of somebody.
So I think those
are two different levels of what you're requiring.
This is the difference between men and women, because if you're my woman, I'm always in the mood to have sex
because
with
that's how y'all are wired.
It don't matter if I'm tired.
Y'all could be depressed and want to have sex. Y'all could be broke and want to have sex. Like, y'all are going to be horny.
You're my woman.
That's not going to change.
To my question, you named 8 things, and only one of them was something that a man doesn't do, which is bear a child. You're right. I give you that.
That is not the only thing that a man does not do.
You said, oh, I take care of the home. I raise the kids. I clean. I cook. What man in this era is not doing all of that? 2.
You the second one? Who the other one?
It's a lot of men out here. Again, we are in a 50-50 era. That's just real. Like, most relationships are 50-50. They are not what they used to be.
They're not what they used to be.
Where the man bring the check and y'all doing everything else. That's not the case no more, right? So now it's the responsibilities are getting delved evenly.
Let's be completely honest, though. Most women are not even asking. Like, me as a woman, I would love if I found a man that can cook, for instance. But to be honest, I'm not asking or requesting you to cook. I'm actually okay with coming home and cooking or just ordering some food. But literally, there probably won't be a time where I ask my husband to cook. And that's just me being honest. It's not even me putting myself back to the 1950s. It's just, I'm not asking that of you, especially if you're taking care of home. I don't need you to do that. So most men are not
for a man that you don't really like.
Everybody can't
he's
cook.
He's giving me quality. You said that I value a man that cooks, but he doesn't, so I'm just gonna settle. That's what
I said I would love a man that can cook. It's a big difference, but I know that most men cannot cook. But if I were to get a man that can cook, then that would be awesome for me.
I think sometimes we stay because, and I hate to say this. It's the potential, how you started off. But it's your potential that you've already shown us. So sometimes we just have faith that you're going to get back to that same level. That's all it is. We just think that you're going to give us the same effort. And
why though?
I hate to say
why?
Because it's in you. You've given it to us before.
That's what I don't understand from women. If a man cheats, but you say he has potential to be a better man.
Cheating aside, other than cheating.
Okay. What other reason would you give a man another chance to? Or he's not giving you more quality time, whatever it is.
Yeah. Quality time. I mean, you guys get so comfortable. You consider quality time like me cooking while you're in the living room on your phone. Like, oh, babe, we're in the same room. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most of you women don't cook right now anyway. But I say, Quad, we give y'all a lot of our quality time, to be honest with you. Because we understand that y'all need. I mean, that's off the subject anyway. I'm not even going to that. What I'm saying is, why do y'all give so many chances? For instance, everybody says men cheat 60% of the time in a relationship. 60% of relationships, men cheat.
Okay.
And women will take the man back for one cheat because they understand that. But why? Because y'all see potential. What potential was there afterwards that he would cheat again? Like, if you see potential for him to be good and he did that, but he still showed you potential to be bad, why do you let the bad outweigh the good?
Personally, you cheat, that's a no-go. But I think women stay. I think just getting in a relationship, period, you need to have some sort of benefit. So if a woman is staying because a man cheated, it's for a benefit. Maybe she's old school and she doesn't want another man to be in the same household under the roof as her daughter. It could be as simple as that. Maybe she's married to a man in the military, and until, she got to stay married for 10 years before she get her benefits. So she gonna take it. She made her peace with it till year 10. But there's a benefit. Y'all don't know the benefit. Maybe she got her lick back. There's a benefit. You don't know the benefit.
Our personality, we always change it for y'all. We fit our life around y'all.
But women do the same.
No, y'all do not.
How we don't?
Y'all don't. Y'all come in a relationship, y'all feel entitled than a motherfucker. And the only thing y'all will change is, we was having sex 5 times a week. That's 2 times a week now.
You're a clown.
That's what y'all do.
You're a clown.
How many women has changed just an ounce of their personality to be with a man? They don't do that. Whatever their personality is, that's who they
do not
be.
believe that.
So if she a good woman from the door, she gonna always be a good woman, no matter what man she got in front of.
Nope, that's not true. So I don't know. I can't use a housewives reference with you. You're not gonna get it. But I feel like some women, they are alpha women, and they will get with a man, and they tend to tone themselves down just to appease him. Women do that all the time, and you're not gonna sit up there and act like they don't.
I think women, we stay because we hold on to this little hope that you will change and that you will become the person we know you to be. We're just so hopeful that like one day he's going to be my Prince Charming. And a lot of times, if you give us, I don't know, some women, I've been there before, if I'm being honest, like we hold on to the 80-20, but sometimes we don't realize the 20 carries more weight than the 80. So we thinking the 80 carry a lot, but really it's the 20, and it's when you out of the situation, you able to look back like, damn, I really was missing more out of that 20 than I had in the 80. But you're not able to see that until you're out of the situation.
One sign that I've noticed is women become inconsistent. Women are very consistent creatures. They're going to blow your phone, like especially they care about you and in love with you. They're going to blow your phone up 10 times a day, always wondering what you're doing, who you with, trying to spend time with you, trying to be up under you. And when that starts to decrease, that's when you know somebody else is involved some kind of way more times than not. Somebody else taking up that time that you were with her.
I was going to say the same thing, but y'all are consistent. Like, y'all don't realize y'all have a schedule. Like, y'all do certain things out of habit. And I feel like when men check out, it's like those certain habits you don't even know that you have, you stop doing. Like small stuff like, I'm calling her when I leave work, or I'm texting her first thing in the morning. Like little things, like not even just the dates. It's like little stuff that you probably don't even know that you do. And we're like,
we know we're doing it.
But I don't think y'all realize that when y'all stop doing it.
No, we do. Like when we sitting in the driveway for 30 minutes or an hour before we go in the house.
No, but I mean small things. Like, for example, if you're dating somebody, you know they always call you on their lunch break. Or they always call you on the way to work. I don't think the average person, unless you care, like you know that you're checking out, but I think some people, when you don't even realize you're checking out, you stop doing certain things, and when your partner is like, what's going on? And you didn't even realize you had certain habits that you were building up with that person. So I think it's a similar thing, but y'all don't realize y'all have little small, like, little shit that y'all probably don't even realize that y'all do, that we're like, this nigga didn't call me on his lunch break today, or he didn't call me when he left work, or he, whatever it may be, like little things like that y'all don't even realize that y'all do.
That's what I was saying. It's pretty much similar to the same thing. I mean, like things like You may have used to, wash my plate after we finish eating.
Yeah.
Now you letting them up sitting there. You can fix your own plate or clean your own dishes. So
that's fair.
Yeah, I would agree. That's pretty much both sides. Kind of just that inconsistency comes about.
Let's get to solutions in terms of like, how do you feel like we can avoid this quote unquote flight that's happening in relationships these days?
Oh my God, listen. Take in the information that we're saying. I feel like women, we give y'all subtle hints and we give y'all chances to make it right. I did say subtle because you know what? A lot of men can't handle us coming straight out and saying it because now it turns into an argument. So I'm gonna start with a little subtle hint for you to maybe hope that you kind of get what I'm saying. So if I'm watching like Steve Harvey, I'm gonna be like, you go, yep, that's the one right there, in hopes that you pick up on what he's talking about and maybe you can get it as well. So I'm gonna throw subtle hints and I'm gonna just hope. I feel like a man should listen and understand and comprehend, not just try to comprehend so, communicate back, but, to actually find a solution to it. And I feel like that's really it. And then what we're asking, if I'm asking you, hey, I need you to do better, I need you to listen to me more, I need you to communicate with me more, and you still fail to communicate, I'm only going to give you a few more chances before I'm out, A
few more, huh?
Yeah, maybe it depends, for them. If we marry, but if we in a relationship, you got maybe one or two. If we marry, you got a few more.
Why would you stay in a relationship if you're not benefiting anything? Perhaps he's paying all the bills and now she can really get a little stash. Maybe she just been blowing like crazy. But now, okay, I see what I'm working with now. He showed me who he really is. I'm going to stack my bread. And when I'm really fed up or I have enough, I'm gone. When my lifestyle can match where I'm at now, I'm gone. Because we're going to have an exit plan. If we don't have nothing else, we're going to have an exit plan.
Do you have a rebuild plan?
We got a rebuild plan.
To rebuild yourself mentally and emotionally.
We going to rebuild America.
Because I didn't broke you down for 10 years. Now 10 years, that you can't take no man back after 10 years. You can't trust no man now.
No.
So what you rebuild? You got to rebuild for another 10 years to get your emotional state back.
No, we ain't taking you back.
Am I lying? If you let me beat you down for 10 years.
No.
What?
Maybe you beat her down for 3 years, but that other 7, she was just riding out those benefits. Because guess what? Y'all probably ain't even intimate no more. She don't give a damn that you gone. She wants you to go sleep with somebody else. She ain't got to touch me. Please go sleep with somebody else.
You don't put up with that for 7 years?
Some women do.
Toning down is you maturing a little bit.
Boy, shut your mouth.
That's just real. You like,
No.
oh, I'm not talking to none of my
So
hoes.
that means
That's the problem.
That means you changing yourself as you maturing then. If that's the case.
That's the problem. Y'all stop y'all training too fast. The moment you see a good man, you like, oh, I need to stop talking to all
Who
these
does
niggas.
that?
All these niggas.
Baby, I'm single until I get a ring on my finger. I'm talking to
so
whoever,
you single
whatever, until I get a ring on my finger. I'm not stopping that train because of one person. So you could turn around tomorrow and not be there. Boy,
It must be sad because you had a lonely life.
Because that's the thing. You men think y'all can sit up there and do that. And then, but you never gonna know I have them options. That's not your business.
That's
so.
And that may be true, but a man can sense when another man has been in his property.
No, who's saying that you having sex with them? No, that's your problem.
Come on.
That's your problem.
Come on, stop the cap.
No,
Blue
I'm
cap,
dead serious.
Blue cap.
You're listen.
Blue cap.
No.
So at least one of them dudes in the phone ain't hitting.
I'm going to be having sex with the man I'm taking more serious than the others. Duh.
No. You're not hearing me. You got the.
And the rest of them, no, they are not.
Nobody else hit.
Nope.
You must be talking to all lames, all niggas that just want to pay some bills, don't want to do nothing. You must.
And that's you don't understand. That's you men don't know the women's side of things. You literally you don't have to do anything.
And you know why?
For a man to be dropping money in your account, you ain't got to do nothing.
That man know he's a trick.
That's his business.
You know, a lot of women, they be like, oh, I'm going to change you. I'm going to be the one that change you. And they really want to have that idea of a man that they changed him. Over time, they want to, I changed him. Yeah, like they going to get a trophy or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we talking about why I answer for the women.
I'm answering for both. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I gotta do.
Okay.
Do you want me to stop or what you want me to do?
You're fine.
Let me do my thing.
What's your opinion? Go ahead.
Thank you. Now to the men, I feel like sometimes we feel sorry for that woman that we don't want to break her into pieces. We want to kind of like save her for as much as we can.
Really?
Although it may be more detrimental to hold on and make her believe that this is going to be something it's not. But sometimes you don't want to hurt her feelings. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to leave her lonely, so we stick it out. Just because we kind of care, just not on that level of being in love with you anymore. It's like we just don't want you to fall apart and be this horrible person that sobs and just turn into a slut because, you know what I'm saying, I did something to you or whatever. Like, we feel sorry for you.
You have experience there, huh?
Nah, but I've had guys tell me that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Everybody, I date women that, you know, we good. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got none of them problems. We talk about our problems. We very comprehensive, understanding, open-minded. You know what I'm saying?
You're a good communicator.
Compromising. I can be. I can grow to be. You know what I'm saying? Depends on who I'm talking to. Yeah, I can figure it out.
Not just communication, but also understanding people's intentions. And I think that gets hard because people don't want to always be honest about their intentions. So it's easy to say communicate, but if people are like, hey, I'm dating 10 people, nobody wants to say that. Or, hey, I really want to get married, people don't want to say that either. Or, hey, I may want to date you, but I'm not ready. Can you wait 6 more months? Nobody wants to say that. But that's true. Everybody's dated somebody who's like, damn, I'm trying to get my shit together. Like, can I put you on hold for like 6 months while I figure some shit out? Nobody's going to say that. So I think it goes deeper than communication, but like somehow figuring out people's intentions, even though a lot of people don't want to be honest about their intentions. And also, like, if you're in a relationship and you feel like things are going by the wayside, like actually communicating your needs before stuff gets too unrepairable, because we wait until it's too unrepairable to where you're arguing, you being disrespectful, you cheating, you not washing plates, when you could have just been like, hey, I need some more time, or I need a little break, or whatever it is. You wait until it's like too far gone to where y'all start disrespecting the other person in the relationship.
I would say solutions are like women need to stop dragging men into relationships that are inconsistent. If we're gonna be honest, I think that's where we go wrong at, and that's what caters to our flight, right? If we're gonna be honest, like being in a relationship, being committed, being exclusive, is typically the woman's idea, right or wrong.
I plead the fifth.
I bet you do. Okay, so like I was saying, a relationship is typically a woman's idea, right? So a lot of men get dragged into relationships kicking and screaming, right, with an ultimatum.
Okay.
Am I lying?
I cannot.
Am I lying?
That is no, you are wrong. You are wrong. We do not.
So you were saying that if, like, given the opportunity, say for instance, me and you date, hypothetically, me and you, we date, right?
Okay.
And we kicking it. Because let's just be honest, like most of y'all are giving us 98% of the benefits of being in a relationship before we actually get into it, right? Let's keep that. You agree?
Okay, I agree.
That's another thing I do wrong. But what I'm saying is this, right? Is that if I'm getting 98% of the benefits before I actually cuff you, most men are just going to ride that along, right? Until you decide to say, you know what? I'm tired of getting taken advantage of. I'm tired of giving you all of these benefits, and I'm not even getting to claim you on my social media, right? So you give a man an ultimatum, something like that, force that man into commitment. It's just like, damn, you know what? I am talking to 10 women, but I do like her more than the other 9,
God.
right? So it's like, damn, I don't want to lose her. So I'm going to do what I got to do to get into this relationship. But you knew all along this man had been inconsistent. Because again, it's like I said earlier, let's just be honest. If y'all have 10 text conversations, you initiate 8 of them, right?
No, I don't.
That's cap. Okay, so you know what? That ain't cap. Shout out to you and the other 6 women on earth that think like that. But most women are initiating most of the conversations. Right, so the man is moving inconsistent. He's typically dealing with multiple women at a time. He's typically like not giving you the same effort that you're getting, and y'all still want to be in a relationship with this man. That's not true. So I feel like that right there is the first step. That's the first step in curing this issue in terms of the fight or flight, because the man gets dragged into the relationship. So of course, first sign of manipulation, first sign of false advertisement I see, I'm gone, and that's what typically happens. Even if I don't leave, I check out. And I start venturing out to go find women that are a bit more honest and not manipulative.
I think you should meet the people that raised that person, because you're probably going to get a similar version of them. You need to meet them.
That's all you're going to vet is the people that raised them?
You're going to vet them too. You're going to see what they show you. But y'all got a real good representative. Oh, that representative? He top tier. Top tier. That representative is top tier.
The vetting process is really important, and I think the women should take a page out of the men's book when it comes to vetting. Like previously said before, we don't give all of the capabilities that we have and can do for you till later on down the line because we figure out what option is best for us. So y'all take one option that gives y'all everything right then and there from the jump, and y'all just drop everything after that. Y'all don't give him time to say, okay, he did this one time. What about the rest of the years? Can he uphold this standard? Nine times out of 10, he can't uphold those standards. And now you're stuck here with 3 kids with this man that ain't doing nothing that you like. While you had 7 other dudes that you could have played the field with, vetted them more, and maybe found out that they do the things that you like. But instead, y'all fall in love so quick, y'all are scared to have multiple men on your roster. Y'all are scared to go out and enjoy yourself. Y'all don't want to be single. Y'all want to have somebody to hold at night. Instead of just being like, okay, hey, this dude did this right. Okay, let me find out what this dude is on. What? Why am I just talking?
You are just talking because guess what? Women who want someone to hold them at night, we buy weighted blankets. That's what we do.
Weighted blankets?
Yeah, we buy weighted blankets. That's what we do.
Oh, okay. Y'all got a lot of cap.
No.
Boo,
no.
tomato. Boo.
For you.
You ain't going with the trick, right? Ain't no woman in here picking the trick, right? Ain't that right? Ain't no woman in here picking the trick. And if you picking the trick, be prepared to get cheated on. Because he's tricking on everything. You ain't the only one, trust me. So you picking the trick too?
I'm not picking the trick.
Exactly.
I told you he was the one on the side. I said he was the
Coach
side.
Coach your friend.
I think he's the side, and then I have that one, but I'm not saying I'm deleting everybody for that one. I'm sorry.
But you eventually will. Don't y'all
eventually, don't men do the same?
We don't do it as quick as y'all.
You don't know how quick we do it? How you know?
Y'all fall in love quicker than anything else. We be looking like, is she gonna hold still? All right, let me get one of these broads off the train. All right, let me keep a little bit going. I got 2 more, and we'll get to the last one. You'll do something fragrant, like stop cooking, and we'll notice all you know how to do is pasta and shit. Now
First of all, I'm not cooking for no man I'm not in a relationship
We gotta pick the train back up. We gotta put 4 more girls on there to see who y'all, cause you is counterfeit.
So listen,
you counterfeit.
Put very little stock in the potential, you know what I'm saying? Because potential is another excuse for failure. So you got to just, you know what I'm saying? If you see something special in somebody and you want to do that, I'm not going to tell you don't, you know what I'm saying? Try to get that out of them. But don't put too much effort in it, you know what I'm saying? Like put like 3% stock in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And then if it ain't work out in like a month or a month and a half, just cash out, you know what I'm saying? Just cash out. Just don't, because it's going to hurt you in the long run. Potential is definitely another excuse for failure. So don't be paying attention to that shit. Especially if they don't want to like put in no effort themselves. You're just wasting your time. You know what I'm saying?
I can't do potential. I'm not doing potential. Either you got it or you don't. And if you don't have it, then you just don't have it. You can go deal with somebody else who wants to potentially deal with your potential. But I am not her. She is not me. So
you
I
catching
don't
out
have
quick.
time for
You
that.
ain't even. You just,
I am. I'm not even going to waste my time or yours for that matter.
Many times men, for the most part, I think men vet women much better than women would. Men are gonna, like say we exchange numbers. I'm gonna kind of scroll your Instagram real quick, you know, and see what type of pictures that you post, because that is important to an extent. I'm just gonna see, you know, how you are. Are you real wild? Do you like to be out every single weekend? Are you a family person? Are you about your business? Are you everything? Because I think at times, if you can do some of everything, that's not bad to a man. But if all we see is nakedness and all you do is shake your ass on social media, then we're not gonna try to be with you. That's plain and simple. So, but the vetting process is extremely important though, and people gotta take it more serious, and especially if somebody that you want to be with. Like that, you should be checking out like their history, what their family is like, what their siblings like, do they have any other kids? Like all this stuff is important, and people a lot of times just jump into a relationship because that person is attractive, or that person has some money, they have some type of status, and they try to align themselves with that.
That was well said. I'm just going to add to that. I'm not going to repeat that. But I would say, on addition to that, not even just jumping into a relationship, but like guarding your feelings. Like I think people we don't vet. And then on top of that, people create a narrative behind somebody because they fit this stereotype of what they think they want in a partner, and then they get emotionally invested, and then when they do find out something they don't like, they're like, well, damn, I really like this guy. And it's like, it's been 2 weeks, sis. What are you talking about? Like, but it happens. It definitely happens. Like, I've heard people say that, and it's like, how? You don't even know this person. So I think people just really, like, it's okay to take your time and get to know somebody before you get seriously involved, whether it's emotionally or physically. It's okay. It's okay to date multiple people, too. Like, you need a roster. You ain't got to sleep with everybody on your roster. You ain't got to sleep with nobody on your roster. That's probably for the best. You need to figure out people, how much you like them outside of how much you enjoy having sex with them.
I agree.
So I think it's definitely, because men get emotionally invested too when physical is involved, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Y'all can
Straight
agree to
physical.
disagree, but the people be
Straight
acting a little
physical.
crazy out in the streets
Unless
now.
you put that thing on you.
Okay, but y'all act like everybody put that thing on y'all.
No,
Now
we
you
do
emotionally
not.
invested.
No, we do not. Because every woman, never mind.
This is a whole nother conversation for another day.
Women, y'all gotta do better, man. At the end of the day, you know, men are out here trying to be in men out here trying to be in relationships, you know what I'm saying, and trying to value y'all. Like, we really want to love y'all. Like, we really want to be in a relationship
No,
with
y'all getting dragged, remember?
But y'all just gotta stop lying and false advertising and not delivering on what y'all advertise to us in the dating stage, and y'all won't run into 95% of the issues that y'all run into. That's just my take.
You definitely need to know your partners, what their expectations are. When you're getting into something. A lot of people don't even know what their expectations are. So how can you tell me what they are? And I think you also need like check-ins. As crazy as it sounds, but I actually would ask my partner, hey, is there anything that I could do better?
I'm not cooking for nobody I'm not in a relationship with. So after we have opened our mouths and both decided that we were going to be exclusive, there shouldn't be no more that you picking up.
Okay, so all right, what you just said, y'all exclusive. Y'all not married yet. Are you cooking for that man?
I said if we're in a
If
relationship.
y'all in a relationship.
Right.
Are
Yes,
you-
I would.
Okay, so look. I could have swore you just said, I am single and time married. So he is getting all the... I'm just going back on we just putting together what you said. Yeah.
I just be talking sometimes.
Oh, okay. That's how women do it, yeah. They just be talking sometimes, yeah. You know, it sound real good though. You hear me? Hey, and she's sitting here fighting too, boy. She sound good, boy. I like you, boy. I like it.
So you don't look at somebody, see potential, and then approach them? Or
I don't see any potential. No.
So you just, okay.
No.
What did you say?
No.
Okay. So you got to already be established. You got to already be with it where you want them to be.
You need to at least be where I'm at.
Okay. Okay.
Because I know what I bring.
But what if he got potential after that? Like, what if his potential is beyond?
That's fine, but I am not her.
Okay.
I don't want to look at your potential. I'm not saying that you have to be the multi-million-dollar man. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm not about to sit around and wait for you to just get it, because I already got it and I know what I want.
Okay. I heard that before.
Okay, and that's fine.
It would take women being better listeners in a relationship, and really sitting back and letting the man say what he has to say without interrupting. One problem that I've noticed is women will take everything a man says literally and not try to really understand what the man is trying to say. Because let's just keep it a stack. A lot of men can't communicate how you would like him to communicate to you. A lot of men are terrible at communication.
Terrible.
So when we're trying to express our feelings, it may come off raw, it may come off ugly, it may not come off how you want us to say it, but that's not the point. You got to understand we're trying to be open to you. So the moment that we're open and you throw it back at us, now that's when we shut down. And so men from that point on, it's like, okay, I see how you are. I see where it's going to go. So let me just
Can I
slowly
ask a
back
question
away.
to that though? If y'all know that y'all don't communicate effectively, then why is it on us to accommodate so much to how y'all communicate versus communicating effectively?
Because-
like, why do we have to carry
because-
the weight of, well, you know,
perfect.
he don't communicate effectively, so try to read between the lines, don't take it too literally, versus you just actually communicating effectively.
Because
if you have the awareness to know that you're not communicating effectively, then why not just communicate effectively?
Sometimes we don't. Every man doesn't have that awareness. That's what I'm saying. So sometimes there are times where if he says something that you don't like, that's when you should take a step back and say, okay, what do you mean when you say blah, blah, blah? What do you mean when you say you don't like the clothes I wear? What do you mean when you say I'm getting a little too big. Something like anything like that. If you saying something like that, like let him break it down to you, because it could be like, okay, baby, because I'm in the gym 4 times a week. You're not going at all. Or you used to be a track star and now you kind of just complacent. Just like women, like we were talking about with money earlier.
Right.
It could be the same thing. Baby, you was a track star. You played volleyball. You was, 5 years ago, you was tip top shape, but now you don't even care. But you want me to stay on top of my responsibilities.
I personally feel as if most men, yeah, you're right. There are other women that are involved in the situation. But the minute, like we're talking, the minute I decide I want to fall back as a woman, or the minute I decide I want to talk to other men, you are the person you're now kicking and screaming for me not to do it. You're now trying to be the man that you should have been. You're now doing all those things. So we do not drag you into anything. If anything, we decide on if we want to make this a final thing or not. But yeah, in summary, I would say that women, we have our mind made up, and I feel like we're pretty clear, thought out individuals. I feel like everything that we do, our brain formulates quicker than what you guys' brain formulate. And so I just personally feel like when we know, we know. And if we know that we tired, basically, we out. And that's just the point of the situation.
So it's like after the 16th chance, y'all get tired?
I mean, it just depends. It's going to be how many chances I want it to be. But at the end of the day, when I'm tired, I'm tired. But I bet y'all leave before you.
Yeah, that's because we push you out the door. But that's neither here nor there.
Communication is probably top tier at all of these things. I think a lot of people don't understand or know how to communicate correctly to the person that they're with. They think the way they receive communication is the way they need to communicate to the other person, which is not the right way. You need to understand and be comfortable with going out there and giving out your emotions to the person that you're talking to, and understand that they are comfortable with communicating to you your emotions. If that person that hasn't came to you and just gave out his heart to you, he probably doesn't know how to communicate to you. And he probably never will if you don't open that door or that Pandora's box about how to communicate to you.
And I think that's your partner's job to make it a safe space. Sometimes you just have to say, like, babe, if you ever want to talk about something, I'm here to listen.
Which y'all don't do, but yeah.
The women that you have dated don't do that.
I don't date. I just mingle and mingle.
I feel like some solutions would definitely just be people communicating. Mm-hmm. Communicating, like talking about where we fell off. What's the issue? What's the problem? Seeing how we can fix it. Mm-hmm. And then growing from there. And if y'all feel like y'all can't fix it, then it is what it is.
All right, if you're a part of the Sleeves Don't Ever Fix It, get it out of Dodge, you hear me? Make sure you get out of Dodge and you have a damaged relationship. Hit her partner, her mama, something.
What you talking
you hear
about?
Me? It's the dean speaking, you hear me? I gotta coach my people. I gotta coach my people.
All right.
Then, hey, but if you want to fix it, the price of the brick has went up 3 times for us, baby. We won I ain't gonna say a dozen. We won in a million, like Aaliyah talking about. If she don't love you and you're a great man, go hit her partner. She'll be back.
Communication.
That's a fact.
That's number one. Mm-hmm. You have to communicate your wants and your needs, and those do change over time. I think that it is also important to set realistic expectations of each other from the beginning, but then realizing that those change over time as well, because we grow and we change.
Okay, so being able to adapt is your real answer. Okay,
that's that's fine.
Okay, we had a breakthrough. So what I think is compromise. I think a lot of people not for the compromising, but like I feel like you gotta compromise. You gotta give up some.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people always want to give and be ready and have.
A lot of people want to
take all that, yeah. Like they talk about the table all the time and what do you bring to the table and all that type of shit. But you gotta be willing to give up something too. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
A lot of people don't want to compromise. Like, if you want your girl to, cook and she can't cook, you gotta compromise and work out with it. Then the female too, you gotta learn how to cook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like over time, like just we say what? What if I know how to cook? What if I know how to cook? You know what I'm saying? We got some background noise. Y'all ignore that. I don't know what's going on. It just sound like some mumbling, but we're gonna cut that out. But for real though, compromise. That's what I think the most important thing that people overlook, like when they get into a situation. They just all about me, and this is what I expect, this is my expectation, you know what I'm saying? I know what I want, you know what I'm saying? No shots or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? I know what I want.
That was some shots. It's okay.
A little something tiny, you know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
But yeah, big time compromise for shit show.
In general, we're asking of each other what we're not providing, and that's where the breakdown comes, because it's like, goes back to what you said earlier. If you're coming at me about some stuff and I'm like, well, he's not even doing what I want him to do, why should I do what he wants me to do? Like, I think that's a lot of the problems in relationships. So just communicate. I think to try to avoid some of those problems, communicating early and having check-ins and having conversations. Like, don't wait until you're fed up and on Bumble and at the club looking for somebody else. Like, you got somebody at home, talk to them, because you're going to have to figure it out. My whole thing that I've had to tell myself, like, you're going to have to figure it out with whoever you date. So you're going to keep repeating the same habits until you decide to have a conversation with somebody. Because you can break up with this person and then you're going to date somebody else. It's the same shit until you be like, okay, let me fix my shit. So you might as well fix the shit with the person you actually love and enjoy being with.
I agree. Yeah, self-awareness. Both parties need to have more self-awareness about themselves and to try to make the relationship work. And if you're unselfish, more than likely it's going to work. But a lot of people aren't being willing to do those things. Because I got, like Smooth said, I got the train, baby. It's moving.
Okay, great. And we're done.